us numerous loud sound effects, strobe lights, flashes, guns, and some mature content. Please silence all cell phones and young children now. If you need to leave the auditorium at any time during the show, please exit to the back of the auditorium. We will have a brief intermission between Act 1 and Act 2. Tonight, the role of Ghosty of Christmas Past will be played by Sean Barillo, the role of Ed Branson will be played by Brendan Mitchell, and the role of Eunice Fezziwig will be played by Lila Horner. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Lights stay on. So no running water is probably a good thing. Just do what I say or find yourself another job.
But Mr. Scrooge, if you stop the water now, we'll all suffer. Most folks are barely making crops as it is.
Well, this is business, Cratchit. It's pure and simple. No place for no gall-darn sentiment in business. But I can't expect a weak will to understand.
What are the floodgates for, sir?
Well, I'm gonna slow that river to a trickle.
Why?
Because it's mine.
Mr. Scrooge, sir, we're asking.
Let me guess. Tomorrow's Christmas Day and you want to lollygag around?
If it's proper.
Well, it ain't. Christmas is a bad excuse for scalping a man every 25th of December.
I'd be beholden to you, Mr. Scrooge.
Holden? I like the sound of that. Deal, Cratchit. But you meet me the very next day at the crack of dawn. You got some floodgates to build.
Yes, I will. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Christmas. Ah, Schulbark.
This Christmas will be a difficult one for the Cratchit family, a time of celebration and a time of sadness. Bob Cratchit's youngest child has been sickly most of the winter. His mama and daddy have done everything in their power to keep him strong. Still, his future remains uncertain. This fragile child is Tiny Tim Bob Cratchit.
My mommy and dad say that Santa Claus only visits kids that are good. I'm not sure about that. Last year he came to Scooter Williams' house. Scooter had got in bad trouble for smashing Miss Pump's pumpkin patch right before the Halloween carnival. Scooter got a visit though, in a bicycle just like he wanted. I asked mommy how that could happen. She told me Santa Claus could help her heart to serve. He could tell the difference.
Leave it to a child to put into words we grown-ups couldn't even begin to say.
Well, how about these words? Bunch of bullhockey. I'm going to town, Cratchit. I've got some collecting to do.
On Christmas Eve?
Now, the world don't stop on the 24th of December. Some of us gotta make a living.
Yes, sir.
Floodgates, you'll be there early. You got work to do.
Dickens, Texas was a thriving Texas community. In fact, they were experiencing a population explosion. With the birth of the McGuire triplets on Thanksgiving Day, the census soared to 235 souls. 3 baby girls, one looking just like the other.
It was turning out to be a great year all around. The high school football team, the Fighting Prairie Dogs, were in the midst of the state tournament layoffs.
Go Dogs! The Foursquare Church had just dedicated its new fellowship wing.
Certainly like to announce that the reopening of first graders is a closing of fishes, not UFOs as erroneously rumored.
The local community hee-haw talent show raised over $300.
Roxy Wells won first place this year with her 5 times running routine to Clark Busey's prelude of an afternoon will fall.
Proceeds from this year's hee-haw were used to repair the giant metal prairie dog Smitty Myers had welded to sit next to the city limit sign. A twister in early June sent the rodent spinning into Miss Emmy's vegetable garden some 3 miles away.
Landed head first with its butt in the air.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, y'all! I just love this time of year. Jingle bells, y'all.
Meet Scrooge's nephew, Luke McGuire.
Now that I have y'all's attention, let me make a few announcements. With keeping with this year's carnival theme, Armadillo Christmas, Cub Scout Troop 12 has set up an Armadillo Snow Village in Carter Park. Special thanks to Pete's Taxidermy and Floral Club for their tiny little costumes.
Armadillos defy all sensible sewing patterns.
Luke McGuire owned the town's only hardware store. The man is Christmas's biggest fan. Back in August, his hardware store already had a manger scene, complete with a baby Jesus and electric wise men.
The wise men's eyes follow you when you walk by the window.
He's also quite an up-and-comer in the local political scene.
I'm what you might call a slightly left of right, moderately liberal conservative.
Spoken like a true public official.
All politics aside, it's Christmas, a time for rejoicing, and we all can use a little bit of that. you for Christmas dinner tomorrow?
Like hell.
And then, on the street of Dickens, Texas, the day before Christmas, Ed Scrooge proved once and for all what a skunk he was. First, there was the farmer's sacrifice.
Ed Branson, I see you have my money.
Sir?
Well, don't you play the fool. The money you owe me for using my water to irrigate your fields.
I was just on my way to talk to you about that.
Well, there's no need to talk.
I have enough to pay you, honest, right here in my hands.
Well, then what's the problem?
But, Mr. Scrooge.
Oh, my horse's butt. It is a simple request, Branson. Money, mine, give me now.
Couldn't wait till after Christmas.
What in blue blazes for? What's so dang special about Christmas? The whole town's on sale.
I was gonna use this cash to buy some presents for my kids.
Presents for your kids, huh?
Yes, sir.
How about you give them the gift of seeing their daddy locked up on Christmas Day?
You'd put me to jail, Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, I would.
Ed Scrooge turned and walked away. What he did not see were the tears that welled up in the farmer's eyes. How difficult it must be for a loving father to face his family on the eve of Christmas with nothing to give but his love. Scrooge was blind.
Next, there was a child's Christmas wish.
Hey, mister.
What do you want, boy?
Come on, Sully, let's get out of here. Quiet, Scooter. Let me do the talking.
I am waiting. What do you want?
You got any money?
You get back to where you came from, boy.
I come from my mama. That'd be hard to do.
Wait, smart man.
Just matter, Bubba. It's Christmas Eve, and Scooter and me got things to do.
Well, the name is Scrooge, and I ain't got nothing for the likes of you, boy.
I know you're rich. People say you got more money than you got sense.
People are fools.
Mister, hey mister, listen to me. You don't mean to be so rude. Sully's just that, because it's Christmas Eve, and we've got no place to go. We're good boys, honest. Our mama taught us right from wrong. She just ain't around to remind us. All we want is some licorice, 1 stick each. Can you give that much?
Candy rots your teeth!
It takes a cold heart to turn down such a simple wish.
Afternoon, partner.
Next, there was the voice of the hungry.
What now?
My name's Road Cleveland LaRue. This here's my good friend Cax Carter.
I know who you are.
A few of us in the Calaveras Society get together every holiday season to gather our donations.
This year's charity focuses the Children's Benevolent Fund. The money we round up will be used to buy food for the poor.
What can we put you down for, partner?
Nothing.
Oh, I see. You wish to be listed as anonymous.
I wish to be listed as left alone. I don't celebrate Christmas. Why should I have to give my money to lazy, shiftless people? Well, is the orphanage closed? The children's home shut down? The reform school full of hoodlums? What are my taxes paying for?
Most folk would rather die than send their youngest to a place like that.
Well, there's a couple of vacant spots in Dickens Cemetery.
Scrooge closed his ears to the cries of the needy.
Next, there were the two women at the well.
Hello, Ebenezer Scrooge.
It's Mr. Scrooge to you. Certainly not Ebenezer.
You've always been Ebenezer to me. We've known each other since creation. Don't get too posty with me because I don't like your own name.
I am not being posty.
Ebenezer, you were teasing this child. I remember. Bizarre name for a boy. Unnatural.
I've got no time for this gum flapping. I'm a busy man.
Have you met my friend Floral Clump? Floral, this is Mr. Scrooge. Hello, Mr. Scrooge. Will I be seeing you at the Christmas Eve service tonight? I have made my famous 8-alarm chili for the covered dishes afterwards.
Bible banging. Social gabbing over leftovers. Save me a seat on the front row.
Now, Mr. Scrooge, the Lord does not take lightly to sarcasm.
And I'm sure he told you that his sale. Well, did he also tell you that I own the water in that well?
How could you own this water?
Well, I own all the water rights in this county. Now, let's see. That'll be 3 drinks, 15 cents a drink. That's 45 cents total.
I have no money with me. Neither do I.
Well, I'll just go get the sheriff. He can explain the law to you.
Please, Mr. Scrooge.
get thee hiding on yourself, Judge. And somewhere in Matthew.
Good day to you, Ebenezer. Let's move this story along now. I think we've seen enough proof from Ed Scrooge's cantankerous spirit. The man needs a reckoning.
Hell in a handbasket, he's on his way.
Scrooge finally arrived with the ill-gotten chili in tow. On a post nearby was a mean man's Christmas decoration. The skull of Bossy the cat. Bossy met her bovine creator about a year ago. Her crime? She refused to let it be a silent night. And as he walked past the remains of Bossy, he heard a familiar voice.
Brother Scrooge!
J.M.
Familiar voice of his brother, dead some 5 years, rang in his ear like a church bell. Scrooge sat down in his cold kitchen to eat the Widow Clump's famous egg-alarm chili. It used to be called damn hot chili till she converted to Baptist a few years back and started bringing it to church socials.
He ate bowls full of the stuff. As his belly began to boil, strange things started happening.
What, Junebug?
December saw strange flash of light.
Now that's some damn hot chili.
He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword.
Jake?
It was the ghost of his brother and former business partner, Jake Marley Scrooge, come back from the grave.
Scrooge! He's trampling out the vintage weather grapes of wrath of stars!
J.M.'s favorite song was Battle Hymn of the Republic. He was a religious man in his life. But at least he was every Sunday morning.
What do you want, J.M.?
A whole bushel basket, Em.
You're not J.M.
Don't believe me, do you?
No, I don't. Must be the jalapenos affecting my eyesight. That's what you are. Too much chili powder. You stop that! You got me goose pimply all over.
Something told Scrooge that in the great hereafter, his brother J.M. never got his wings.
What are you doing here?
Just visiting. Charity begins at home, my brother.
Charity? Well, then what's with all the ropes?
What ropes? In my life, I only pretended to do right. You know what kind of business deals we made. We took what we wanted when we wanted it. And now I'm forced to wear the same bindings I created in my life.
But you were always in church, J.M.
God knows who we are, my brother. He knows what is in our hearts. Every rope is a broken promise. Every knot's tied by greed. I can't get rid of them any more than you can ever get rid of yours.
Mine?
Imagine how tight the ropes are around you already.
This is a dream.
It's no dream. And now I'm forced to walk the earth in everlasting fear of hellfire and damnation. I came here to give you one last chance to escape my fate. Tonight, 3 Christmas ghosties will come calling on you. The first one will be here at 1.
Well, couldn't I meet them all at once and have it done with?
No chance of that, my brother. Remember what I told you, Em. It's truth is marching on. Is marching
on. 3 ghosties. What, Junebug?
Jake Marley's serving it had little effect on the skeptical Ed Scrooge. He closed his window. Through the weathered glass, he could see his own reflection. As he studied the stony face floating there, the wind whined through an old mesquite tree, and the twisty arms tapped at the window. Insistent like a lost
sass, Cowgirl Kelly. Too much sass in the sarsaparilla fun.
Somebody's planning out to dam up the Rio.
That's unspeakable, Kel. I can't believe anybody would be that low down. Dam up the Rio. Only one dirty dog would be evil enough to do that. Now I better can hanker and guess who the buzzard is. Ed Scrooge. Then we're going to have to stop the varmint, just like Dan asked us to. And put down that radio, you baby. You're holding it like you need your mama.
Dreaming. I'm dreaming. Just close my eyes and it'll all go away.
Meet the ghosty of Christmas past.
Wake up, you damn bird sidewinder! I'm here to take you on a trip, dagnabbit. Huh?
He said, wake up, you dapper sidewinder. I'm here to take you on a trip.
Oh, on a trip, dagnabbit.
Sorry, on a trip, dagnabbit.
You looking at the ghosty of Christmas past?
What past?
Your own past, you on recoup.
You on recoup?
I got that. Why are you here?
Oh, never listen to much folks flapping their gums at you now. You your partner. I'm here on your own behalf.
My behalf? You waking me up out of a dead sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, for your immortal type soul there, firecracker.
For your immortal soul.
Are you deaf or so? Get your lazy buns up and come along for the ride. You ever ride on a twister?
What?
He wants you to go with him.
Oh, I will not.
Oh, my God! You just got careful, boy. You won't get this fired up.
What's happening?
Ooh, hang on to some. We about to get sucked into space, cowboy.
What did he say?
Hold on to something!
We headed for your boyhood. Back before you was a no good son of a no good mind.
He said you're no good, Ray! Faster than you can pluck a whisker, we tumbled back in time to a one-room schoolhouse on the prairie.
Looking into a child's eyes is like looking into a clear stream. There's no vanity clouding the water, no hate stopping its progress, no obstacles at all. Just bright, innocent eyes. This quiet, lonesome boy is Ed Scrooge before the storm shifted and the banks muddied the water. His pa is a pretty well-known lawman, a Texas Ranger. Like so many jobs, it takes him far away from his family, even at special times of the year. Looking at himself so small and distant, Ed Scrooge began to realize this was no ordinary dream.
What happened? Where am I?
We up. That doggone cyclone done set us back about 50 years.
Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
take a look here, boy.
That's me. Well, I wasn't no bigger than a tumbleweed then.
Oh, small boy, no type of mama. Pa was always out riding with the Texas Rangers.
Abby, what are you doing here? There's no school today.
I don't care.
That's my sister Fanny.
Everybody's worried sick about you.
No, they're not.
Why did you run away?
Because it's Christmas.
That doesn't make any sense.
He's not coming.
Daddy's working. He would be here if he could.
Yeah.
Please come back home.
No.
We make cookies.
Peanut butter?
Yes, come and see.
What do you want for Christmas, Manny?
A new white dress with roses stitched on the front.
Like Mama's in the picture?
Uh-huh.
You look like her, especially when you smile.
Running away from home doesn't look too good on Santa's list.
I tried real hard to be good. Maybe Santa won't find us this year.
He will. I mean, so Daddy.
Abby, only Fanny called me that. And I remember that Christmas. He did come home.
Oh, pretty child.
She raised me after my mama passed. Then she died the day my nephew was born. Prairie fever.
Come on, Abby, hurry, home.
Are they peanut butter or not?
Hard to believe that.
Yes, man, I'm the real hoop man and every Christmas real one of a time. Let's go!
Don't wait there, Scrooge is a young man then. Joe Frank had given him his first job.
turn over to one of you. Lock, stock, and barrel.
You're all ready to honor Joe Craig.
All right, everybody, listen up.
Ooh, who's that handsome buckaroo? Look at me. Well, I had quite the swagger back in the day.
Oh, you sure did back before you married yourself, you dirty dog.
Excuse me, I know this may not be my place at all to say anything. I know I'm the youngest man here, but I am the hardest worker. I'd like to raise a toast to two very special people, the Fezziwigs, the nicest folks you could ever meet. They have taken me in as one of their own and given me a home, set my feet in the right direction. I just don't know how I could ever, I just don't know where I'd be right now without their guidance and their joy. I hope you never retire, and I don't know what we'll do without you both.
Thank you, Em.
Yeah, just talk, child. Never lose that. Everybody dance! My country boy, I didn't kick up your boots and cut a rug, y'all.
Wants to know why you didn't dance.
Well, I didn't know how. Nobody ever taught me. I would have looked like a fool.
Across the spinning room, Ed Scrooge noticed the girlish figure. Just like him, she was all alone. It was Isabel, Fezziwig's daughter. She'd been taken with Ed Scrooge ever since he won Best All Around at the Ranch Hand Rodeo. He thought she was the most beautiful thing he had ever laid eyes on. Once in every lifetime, a person's heart feels to burst. It happened that night to young Scrooge and his Isabel. Love has a powerful grip.
It's Isabel. She is so perfect, just like I remember. Ghosty, I see her at the strangest times. At supper, sitting across the table. At night, in the reading chair by the fire. Sometimes she just stands in the tall grass near the river, smiling at me.
I hope not.
Dancing.
Oh, no. I gotta know what you did to mess up something so grand.
The ghost, hankering to know what had come between two young people so perfectly matched, whisked Scrooge forward bit in time.
It is 2 years later. Scrooge now foreman of the Fezziwig Ranch and the supervisor of oil drilling on the property. The smell of oil has a mighty effect on a man. Smells like money.
Easy! Look, Isabel, oil, barrels and barrels of it.
Yeah,
John Gray gave me this well, so I can keep it on if I brought it around. All this money, Izzy, it's mine, all of it.
Don't you mean ours?
Smell that? Yeehaw!
What are you doing, boy? You quit her dancing and you listen to her.
You changed that?
What?
First it was just the work, I didn't understand that. Then it was the responsibility, you like that. I mind you for being so ambitious.
So what's the problem? You don't like what you see?
It's money, Eb. When you get near it, you change. Your eyes go cold, it scares me, Eb. Sometimes I think it's all you wanted. I'm going away, Eb, to school. You won't see me again.
You're going to marry me.
No, Eb, I've been replaced.
Dang it, Isabel, it's just oil.
Come to dinner with my family, leave this, please.
Say something, you idiots.
I must have helped my next all this.
Don't make me choose, not right now.
We'll get past this, Eb. Forget this.
Don't go, Isabel. Please. Not now. Not again.
Be happy, Eb. This is the life you picked.
Isabel!
And that concludes our special Christmas presentation of the Adventures of Cowboy Dale. Joseph has prevailed on the West Texas Prairie. The lesson, sometimes it's better to face your past before you look at your future. This is your announcer, Leah Lumpkin, saying goodbye, y'all. Join us next time we hear Sidekick Doc say.
This is just your past, Ed Scrooge. This is what you done did to yourself. Another crew but yourself to blame. Get some sleep back, Frank.
This can't be as just begun, my brother. Glory, glory, hallelujah!
bit slow on the uptake. For those of you who came in late, we all know who you are.
Y'all ready?
Hold on to your hats, folks.
It's a story of greed and really spicy chili.
Got one man.
Greedy.
The Rio Rio River.
Gonna slow that river to a crawl.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Watch, Moonbug.
Tiny Tim Bob was sickly most of the winter.
Well, hold it. I like the sound of that. Going to town, Cratchits.
A giant prairie dog got blown into Miss Emmy's vegetable garden.
Head to the ground and butt me in.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, y'all.
It's like left to right, moderately liberal conservative.
I am hell.
Billy Gilbert's not bad.
You keep Christmas in your way, and I'll keep it in mine.
I was gonna use this cash to buy some presents for my kids.
Just some cash, Bubba.
Scrooge,
What? Think of licorice. Can you get that much?
Candy, watch your teeth.
I see you wish to be listed as another.
I wish to be listed as left alone.
Don't get too boosty because you don't like your own name.
I am not being toasty.
Take this chili as payment. It's all I have right now.
Next time you drink a Dr. Pepper.
Helena Haynes basket.
The skull of Bossy the cow.
Ooh, damn hot chili.
Broken promise. Every knot is tied by greed.
Justice in the cowboy way.
3 ghosties.
Wake up, you cowbird sidewinder. I'm here to take you on a trip to Agony Apple.
He's not funny.
Prairie fever.
Gonna turn over to one of you. Lock, stock, and barrel.
I don't know where I'd be right now without their help.
Once in every lifetime, a person's heart fills to bursting.
It's Isabel.
Both left
The smell of oil has a mighty effect on a man. It smells like money.
It's mine, Izzy. All of it.
Don't you mean ours?
Don't make me choose.
We have yet. Still have to think.
Isabel!
Sometimes it's better to face your past before you look into your future.
The stampede has just begun, my brother. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Now that pretty much gets you almost to snuff as far as the plot. If you're still confused, here's Miss Emmy's Cliff Notes version.
Simple as it can be. Gritty old bard sees a ghost, gets transported back in time, sees how he messed up the love in his life, and doesn't learn a dang thing because of it. Typical movie of the week.
Let's move along now. This man has miles to go before he can finally sleep.
Wow, everybody. Oh, the talking cows. No more chili. You stop that water. Christmas idiots. Oh, Junebug.
And where is it the Bible says wisdom brightens a man's face and changes his hard appearance? Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 2.
Stop that water. Just try. The water's all mine.
We better clear out now. 2 o'clock is coming. Time for the getting of some wisdom. And Scrooge is about to find out what it's like to have a tailgate party in your soul.
Junebug.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Wake up, Scroogey. Deck 'em out.
Meet the ghosty of Christmas presents.
It's beginning to look a lot like
Christmas. And her posse.
We're going to be playing the party.
Hard time.
Feliz Navidad, y'all.
I'll never eat the widow club's cooking again.
Woo-wee. This fella's ugly.
tequila.
It's not.
Well, what's that floating around at the bottom?
The worm of human kindness.
Alright, stop! It's good, but it ain't nothing special.
Just as I thought. You've developed quite a tolerance for this stuff. Frankly.
Whoops, there goes the worm. Hold on to your long handle, Scroogey.
It's blowing my bedroom. Man, this stuff has quite the kick. Let me get one more little sip, Ghosty. Twinkle, twinkle.
Although sometimes it's difficult to tell the difference.
Have another milk juice, Scrooge. You're gonna need it. We're off to a party.
When I came back to the ruckus, he was standing smack dab in the middle of his nephew's Christmas party. That boy and his wife had about every Christmas decoration ever thought of.
They had lights that blinked and lights that bubbled. Entire nativity scenes with pre-recorded sounds of the manger.
They had electric Santas that rock side to side and Christmas elves that hammered and sawed.
They had floodlights and giant candy canes. They had huge Noels that lit up in sequins.
They had a 15-foot fully carved Christmas tree with an Osgood ornament on every branch.
It was like some giant Christmas bomb had exploded all over their house.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome to our home.
Merry Christmas, y'all. Please make yourselves at home.
Party!
There's food in the den.
It's our reindeer buffet.
Oh, the picante sauce is in Rudolph's nose.
Oh, that is the cutest thing. I saw it on Living.
Now, drinks are in the gate. Just look for the Nutcracker punch bowl.
Pull the handle, the punch shoots right out of his mouth.
I'm a punch boy.
Oh, that nephew of yours is well liked. Are you sure he's your kid?
Yes, he's my sister's child.
She must be a fine woman.
She was.
Now, this being Christmas Eve and all, I think we ought to take a moment or two to think about those in our small town who are less fortunate. I was born in this community. Most of us were. And there's something special about being raised in a small town. People get close. We learn to share each other's happiness and hard times. Now, it's Christmas. A time for giving, but not just handing a present from one person to another. It's about giving comfort, peace of mind, helping hand. It's about giving thanks to the Almighty for ushering us through another year.
Now that boy was always full of sand.
Christmas is for morons, right, Scroogey?
Start toting.
I'd like to offer a toast to the true spirit of the season. Spirit of joy, spirit of hope.
Oh, get on with it, honey, or you're gonna have to follow.
I'd even like to raise a glass of my Uncle Scrooge.
God, Shanks. Guys make don't deserve it. I don't have enough water to take care of my fields. Time spring comes up and ruin it.
It's true, honey. I hear he's been in today in the Rio Rio.
Wants to slow it down to a trickle. That way he can own us all.
Well, I own what's mine. I can do what I want with it. You're jealous, all of you.
Now, hold on. Let's not spoil the occasion. Even the most cantankerous man deserves goodwill.
You sure the little buzzard's into you?
I would, Cleveland.
Well, you're no door prize yourself, sweetie.
I'm sorry. I can't toast to Mrs. Scrooge. Not now.
None. Well, who needs it? Christmas well wishes. Ah, Junebug.
Now, I
those eyes, the Cratchit family saw a hope for the future. This frail child came screaming into their lives full of determination and will. He was a survivor. Maybe they could be too.
Now that's Bob Cratchit, when he works for me. I will not have an employee of mine begging on the streets like a common beggar. You stop this at once, do you hear me? It's not decent. You're making a fool out of me.
Best stepbrother, we'll keep this up. We'll have a great Christmas dinner.
That's right. Dessert even.
Chocolate pudding.
Yes, son. Whatever you want.
Mama can choose.
She'd like that.
It's freaking hard. It's freezing out here, Daddy. Let's get some home.
Okay, honey. One last stop, Tim Bob. The steps of the county courthouse.
Singing for chocolate pudding.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Take me away from this, Ghosty. Well, that's no concern of mine.
Hush up, Scroogey. We're not done yet. Not by a long shot.
And so the ghosty Christmas present led Scrooge right back to his own ranch. They stopped in a pasture full of mesquite and carpeted with prickly pears. Hidden away in this lonely place was the small dugout home of Bob and Ethel Cratchit.
Christmas to me means memories of childhood. There's nothing more beautiful than the eyes of a child on Christmas morning. One. I remember when I was 8 years old, I got a dress. A plain sackcloth dress with roses stitched on it. My mama made it especially for me. Wasn't perfect thing, just what I had wanted. I wore it everywhere, even to church on Sunday. That dress was my childhood, and when it tattered and frayed, I held on to it still. Seems foolish now that church something so simple. God understands children, their innocence. It's when we grow out of our youth that we confuse them.
What is this place?
This is your phone Bob Cratchit's place. And this is his family.
All right, kids, your daddy will be home anyway.
We're having Christmas punch. Mama, that's my favorite part.
No, son, not this year. We'll drink wine.
Let's go to the tree. It's beautiful. What's wrong, Mama?
Nothing, darling. Nothing at all.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Mama, look, I made $18 just for singing. We bought Christmas punch.
Keep that up, boy, and you'll be a millionaire before you're 20.
What's wrong with the child? Tiny Tim. He looks so pale and thin.
It's difficult to understand why some lives go full cycle and some stop painfully short. It's a mystery, full of fate, chance, consequence.
Come on, Abby, I'll race you home.
Prairie fever.
Cratchit Christmas has officially begun.
I'd like for us to raise our glasses to the good health of two enterprising gentlemen who have made our Christmas feast possible. Mr. Tim Bob Cratchit
It's wild raspberry Kool-Aid.
and Mr. Eb Scrooge.
You must be crazy. Toast, Mr. Scrooge? Are you trying to ruin our Christmas?
His money paid for the food.
Your money, Bob. He paid you money you earned.
I'm lucky to have it work.
He doesn't even pay you minimum wage. Look at us. Christmas Eve and we're eating a tiny chicken. Barely any heat. Our children, Bob, they deserve more than this. They need more than this. That man thinks of nothing but himself.
Ethel, it's Christmas. We should stop thinking about ourselves and think about other folks. There are a lot of people in this world worse off than us. What's important now is that we're together. A family. They should be given for that. Mr. Scrooge is a part of our lives. Can't forget that.
Bob Cratchit, if he had nothing else, he had the gentlest of souls.
All right. In the spirit of the season, children, to your pa, for all the love and happiness he gives them.
And to Tiny Tim Bob and our prayers for his good health.
And for your father, I'll drink to Mr. Scrooge. Merry Christmas to him, to all of us.
child real sick?
Yes.
But will he live?
That is the future, Ed Scrooge. Even I can't see that far.
And then Ed Scrooge felt something odd. It started in his gut. It galloped into his chest. It stuck right in his heart. It was a feeling. Powerful, big one. It was regret.
Glory to God in the highest, peace on earth, goodwill toward all men.
Come on in. We gotta go.
Ghosty, I'm so tired. Can I sleep now?
Soon, Scrooge. Soon.
Well, what happens now?
I only get one day on this planet. I gotta scoop.
Listen, I got some things I'd like to say.
Never enough time to say all the things we should, or do even a smidge of the things we wish. Remember, life is short. Before we know it, we're gone.
Wait, please.
God knows, my brother. He knows what is in our heart.
Why is it so dark? I can't see. I can't see.
While earlier I told you this man needed a reckoning. Well, that time has come. Judgment finds us all.
This part of the story always chills me. It's like the passing of something cold and final. No apologies, though. It's all part of the telling.
Meet the ghosty of Christmas future. Looks like he brought along his gang.
I know who you are. I know. The ghosty of Christmas that ain't come yet. Am I right? I ain't sure I want to see what's coming for me. I don't got the strength.
The night is almost over. Time is precious. The wine toss is coming. Fire in his eyes, crown on his head. Open your eyes, my brother!
The Christmas season comes and time ends. Holiday smiles and thoughts of goodwill were gone. The Rio is dry and the land is dying. There's sickness and sadness. One man's greed is all it took. That's all it ever takes.
Is the future?
Children, you'll probably be coming back soon.
Hi, Mama.
I've seen him run fast and so forth. That's why I wanted to. That boy was loud as a drum. He was no brainer at all.
Where's Tim Bob? Where is he, Ghosty? You take me to that child!
I have to go now, Tim. I promised your mom a double dinner. I know you're safe now, boy. I know you don't hurt no more. Little Kate tells me you light a Christmas candle for us up there. Said you showed her where to look in the sky to find it. I'll come tomorrow, boy. Same time. I'll come every day. And don't forget the candle. How good Kate pointed out to me. I love you, Tim.
Tell me, Ghosty, how did the youngin' die?
What's so candy, mister? What's that will cost you nothing, except your soul.
All I want is one little dance, and it was such a tidal wave.
Bad thing about the past, partner, can never be undone, no matter how much you wish it away.
What we do today, Scrooge, follows us like a shadow for the rest of our lives.
My boy died, Mr. Scrooge. He died because I cannot provide for him. And I cannot provide for him because I work for a man who cares about nothing. Nothing for himself.
This, my brother, this is salvation to a man who has
my selfish life. I know who I am. I know who I want to be.
I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear the tens of thousands drawn up against me on every side.
What have I done? What have I done to deserve this? No!
Sometimes we ask questions we ain't ready to hear the answer to. Most of the time, that question is, why? It just comes out. Our heart just kicks it right out of our mouth. And it hangs in the air like dust. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Excuse me, boys. What day is it?
Christmas Day, mister.
Christmas Day? Yeah! Oh, I didn't miss it. You know where the butcher shop is, don't you, son?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Have they sold that big old bird in the window?
You mean that one as big as me? Nope, it's still in there.
Here, you go buy that big old bird and run it down to Bob Craig's place.
You buying it for them?
You bet your patootie I am. And here, these are for your troubles.
Thank you, mister, thank you.
Well, go, boys, go. Time's a-wasting. Smart kids. I think I'm like youngins. Oh, toys. I need lots and lots of toys.
Standing in the middle of town square, Scrooge greeted everyone.
He smiled, he helped children, he shook hands. He even hung an ornament on the town Christmas tree.
Some folks weren't quite sure how to take all this. Some were skeptical.
Others remembered the so-called visit by an alien spaceship that caused all the clocks in the Johnson's house to run backwards.
Mostly everyone, though, chalked it up to the power of faith
And the mystery of Christmas.
Excuse me, ma'am. Beautiful morning, don't you think? Will I be seeing you in church service later today?
Knock, knock, knock. Mrs. Scrooge? You in there? They take you up with them this time.
Well, I've got no time to talk. I've got some last-minute shopping to do.
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man that laid down his life for his friends. It's a new day, and
Fanny.
it's never too late to say the things we should. Never.
There you are, Uncle. Are you all right? I've been looking all over for you. People are running around town saying you've gone crazy mad.
Well, I suppose I have. Merry Christmas, my boy. Merry Christmas, Uncle. Is that invite still good for Christmas dinner?
Of course, you're always welcome at our place.
Okay, good. And here, this is from an old geezer who deeply regrets all the Christmas past you should have spent with his kinfolk, his family. I've been thinking a lot about your mama lately, how kind she was, giving. You are your mama's child. Don't you ever forget that.
Thank you. Well, it's been waiting a long time to do that.
Well, I gotta go. Can't wait for that turkey. I've got some last-minute errands to run. is so full this Christmas morning, I feel it might just burst. I will double your salary, Cratchits. No, triple, because you deserve it, and because you have a family who loves you and depends on you. Also, come tomorrow. We're gonna get a doctor for your boy. I am so sorry for so many things. Oh, and these are for you folks. It's been a while since I would give you.
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge.
Please, call me Ebenezer. And where's your youngest? Where's Tim?
For us? Are you Santa Claus?
And on that morning, he was Santa Claus.
Great.
Christmas means different things to different folks. Now, we may not agree on how to celebrate it, and our faith may lead us in different directions. What's important to remember is that this is the season of hope, and the spirit of the season is found right here in our hearts.
Of course, there's a little bit of Ed Scrooge in all of us. Can't deny that. The wonderful thing is knowing that it's never too late to start your life over again.
God knows, my brother. He knows what is in our hearts.